Hello everyone, and welcome to Max Carroll. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and share this video on all your social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Google, and Facebook, baby. And this will be a Monday Night Raw review. We'll be doing every Monday Night Raw. We'll be doing Monday Night Raw reviews. So let's get into it, guys. So, the first match on Monday Night Raw was Jason Jordan versus Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns defeated Jason Jordan. So I'm going to tell you a bit about that match and all that happened. So, anything John Cena can do, Roman Reigns can do better. The big dog matched the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion in his feat from last week's Raw by defeating Jason Jordan in a competitive match and thought it took Jason Jordan far longer to assert himself this time around the ring. The former SmackDown Tag Team Champion made no less statement in defeat when he was all said and done. So I'm going to tell you a bit more about all that right now as we keep rolling on. Reigns looked past Jordan offer of a pre-match handshake and was imposed his will upon the young competitor from the jump, outpowering his foe to such a degree that the only offense Jordan could maintain was a submission attempt that Reigns quickly escaped. A pair of surprise suplexes opened the floodgates for Jordan downstretch, but the big dog reeled from the edge of disaster to claim the win with the trifecta of the dive by the Superman punch and the spear. Reigns was at least competitive to finally shake Jordan's hand, but Cena, who had been watching the match on the monitor, seemed to have a few thoughts of his own on his future opponent's performance. So guys, that match is done. So let's tell you about all the other exciting matches, guys, on Monday Night Raw. And I'll tell you what I thought of the show in a bit. I'm going to now tell you about John Cena confronting Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw last night. So they have been doing that for the last couple of Monday Night Raws. Cena versus Reigns on the mic, round 3, the ever-escalating war of words between the WWE's Mercy opponents picked up right off where he left, with each crediting the quality of the other victory against Jason Jordan. Cena quickly grabbed hold of the controversy, accusing Roman Reigns of failing to rise his level in each of their head-to-head on the microphones. Reigns countered by insulting that Cena came on Raw because he was a 16-time world champion since the big dog in conversion on his supremacy, and was worried he wouldn't be able to break out of WWE the way, say, The Rock did, fighting fire and with fire got Cena and the Empire last, and Reigns seemed really to throw down right then and there. In 2 weeks, he will get his wish. So let's move on to the next one, guys. Sasha Banks versus Emma. And I'll tell you who won right now. So Sasha Banks defeated Emma. So Emma #GiveEmmaAChance campaign on her in the hunt for the Raw Women's Championship, but she says got away to go before she crosses the finish line. The Australian superstar had her first one-on-one opportunity against one of her fellow contenders, Alexa Bliss, Raw Women's title. Sasha Banks, Alexa, and the third challenger, Nia Jax, watch from commentary, and to her credit, Emma fiercely went toe-to-toe against a 4-time women's championship. But the Banks remained a step ahead of her too, locking in the execution the Banks statement for a victory that set Emma back to the drawing board. Clearly, Emma has done enough to give herself a chance. Now she needs to make it a good on it. Of course, that doesn't mean Alexa will cost to WWE No Mercy unchallenged in a backstage conversation between Bliss and Nia Jax. The Wwe Raw general manager Kurt Angle has sanctioned a match between the two for next week, and even if she does survive the next 2 weeks as champion, Alexa may well end up earning for the days of the Fatal 4-Way after the impending arrival of Asuka. So let's get on to the next match. The Universal Champion Brock Lesnar dared Braun Strowman to fight him. Here's a fact: Brock Lesnar shouldn't find this contradicting Braun Strowman. He has gotten the better of him for a solid straight month. From the shell-shake monster among men administrated to the Universal Champion in SummerSlam, the Fatal 4-Way match to follow up after the night. Strowman, he has owned the title owner at almost every turn, and even more potentially troubling for Team Brock. He didn't again on Raw, but while Gravity Sensation hadn't happened yet, conquering hadn't sweetened the hits the challenger. In fact, Lesnar with Paul Heyman in tow came in the invite to Strowman to Suplex City. You see, if it was a banner, then the baddest dude on the planet. On the one-on-one monster among men accepted the fight to Brock Lesnar as last long losing fight. The Conqueror, who hit a German suplex that barely faced Strowman and quickly suffered a ring-shaking power slam, and it all turns into a brilliant sounding report. It may be giving Lesnar the edge, but now consider his descriptions confirmed. Braun Strowman may not be the baddest dude on the planet just yet, but his bad man is all the same. The next match is Bray Wyatt versus Gold. Does the paint make the man? Bray Wyatt seems to think so. The Reaper of Souls convicted Finn Balor to abandon his demon earned glow for the WWE No Mercy rubber match, and seems to think his man-to-man face-off in the bag, especially if what he did to Goldust on Raw is anything in form for what is to come. The Easter of Worlds display for the former Intercontinental Champion with Sister Abigail, and the beginning stripping the face paint off the bizarre one face. He attempted to prove the suffering tapers aren't enough to defeat him in his long run. Balor himself quickly arrived on the show. Wyatt just was his capable, but of the former WWE Champion opt out of the face paint or not. It seems like he's heading his bets for being the Raw Tag Team Championship division brawl among itself. It's every tag team for themselves on Raw. Red a week after Lithgow and Carlson threw down against Sheamus and Cesaro, who are for next in line for Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins' Tag Team Championship title match, was sanctions between the Bar and the Good Brothers. It's only never quit off the ground after Sheamus and Cesaro got into it with the champs at the commentary table. Gallows and Anderson quickly joined the scuffle, which led into a massive three-way brawl among the teams. Ambrose and Rollins were a game for the match against both teams, but General Manager Kurt Angle, looking to keep champions in one piece as WWE No Mercy approaches, offers compress. Instead, find another team to join them, and they would get to go tee off Cesaro and Sheamus, Gallows and Anderson. All they wanted, 8-man tag team match. So this is Elias versus Callisto, and Elias defeated Callisto in this match. This is a Cancer Awareness Month. This match ended up being a greater showcase for Elias than his skilled opponent, right? Callisto was revving up. Elias smashed his toe face first into the apron and set quickly, clipping the King of Flights, winning. Even then, the testament to Callisto's abilities that he railed to keep up the match going, but the earth-shaking powerbomb from Elias stopped him cold and drift away, put him down. The Walking with Elias World Tour continues, and the West Coast stopper was hit for Raw Redding's guitarist. The Sinner newest song was interrupted by Callisto, to be sure, despicable and astringent, showing the King of Flight, who was sported a gold mask for the participant. And let's get on the next match, guys. This is John Cena versus the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. So in this match, John Cena defeated the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. How did Braun Strowman do against John Cena? Technically, he lost, but sure, it didn't seem that way by judging the state. Cena was left by the Monster Among Men, who made a hilarious statement despite suffering a disqualification loss in the matter. The Monster Among Men, the Monster of a match formed her from the word go. Strowman seemed more interesting in decimating Cena than defeating him, and even when he's 16-time World Heavyweight Champion muscled himself into a fight, Strowman stayed steady ahead of him after an attitude adjustment sent Strowman rolling out of the rings. The Monster Among Men smashed the steel steps into John Cena's face after the administration running power slam stopped the stairs onto the match. John Cena can win, judging by the victorious pose Strowman struck in the ring to stay with nothing else of Roman Reigns' satisfaction. Reaction backstage was clear who had won the night. So let's get on to the next match, guys. The Intercontinental Champion, The Miz and Maurice announced they are having a child. Congrats in order for The Miz and Maurice. Not only does that mean a listener can creep up the ranks of losing territory, Intercontinental Champion of all time, The Miz chart is growing by one of the announcements. The couple are expecting an announcement to make in the same place they met, WWE, but before they awesome one could read a speech planned, Miz TV guest Enzo Mori cut the celebration off promo by trading from The Miz about how Enzo didn't know when to shut up, by stating that Tucker Skywalker only joined the Cruiserweight division because he had driven all the way his allies in the Raw locker room and nowhere else to go. The realest guy in the room, his jabber calling The Miz rapper, the paper champion, which was enough to go the Intercontinental Championship match right into the ring there. So let's get on to the next match where he's fighting for the Intercontinental Championship with The Miz, guys. Enzo Amore defeated the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, via disqualification. Enzo Amore has shown his weakness late to play fast with and lose the rules to win matches, and through his mid-match incident of The Miz technically landed him over a win Intercontinental Championship in an impromptu contest. That would be said. The real guy in the room may have taken things a bit too far, and the bout quickly developed into a trade of assaults between each other when they grabbed the mic in the middle of the match and started throwing shade. It was The Miz that death of Enzo "How you doing" catchphrase prompted Amore to cross the line to the top challenger for the Cruiserweight Championship title, fired off disappearing comment towards The Miz and expecting wife Maurice and a hellacious beatdown from The Miz charge as soon as disqualification waiting for Enzo Amore. But The Miz and his growing family were left backstage in the spotlight to deal with WWE Cruiserweight Champion Neville, who encountered Enzo backstage the match and laughed in his face without saying a word. Let's go on to the next thing. This next match is the Raw Tag Team Champions, with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins and the Hardy Boys defeat Cesaro and Sheamus versus Luke Gallows and Carroll Anderson. So I'm going to tell you what happened in that match right now. So Cesaro and Sheamus predicted that when they came down to the ring, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins would turn on each other and cost themselves the Raw Tag Team Championships, but they did. But the day didn't come on Raw. In fact, the bar couldn't keep up with their momentum. Alliance together for a Team Red main event and an 8-man tag team match. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson against Rollins and the Hardy Boys, and the true former champs, legitimately as well-oiled machines, alongside the Good Brothers, respective, fighting for themselves for 2 straight weeks. They even managed to cut the Ambrose off his alliance almost for the entire match, but once Seth Rollins tagged in, the bets were off. The Kingslayer single-handedly took the fight to Gallows and Anderson pair, a twist of fate, and the sudden biker man were prompted the bar to call it a day and make the exit, with Gallows and Anderson left in the ring undefied. The Rollins ripcord knee and Ambrose dirty deeds at the end of the match display perfect teamwork, and nothing else did seem to shake the bar confidence of their title match nears, as least not yet. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more of the Maximum. So make sure you stay cool, baby. Big love is what I like. So make sure to check out all my other videos. Thank you, guys. I'm just gonna let this video play on like I always do, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yes, it's an elimination.
There's the last competitor eliminated. It's over.
here are your winners and new United States Northern Heavyweight Champion, Kevin Nash.
And that's a win for Kevin Nash. There was something off with Tyler Breeze tonight. Something just wasn't right. Guys, I have to say, that was an amazing match.